So, are you fed up dieting? To me, your nutrition should be a habit, a lifestyle, not a diet. Diet, as we all know, is stop-start routine. You set yourself a target of 6 weeks, whatever months it may be. What happens at the end of it? You revert back to old habits because you achieve your goal. Yes, fantastic, I've lost that weight, fantastic. But what tends to happen is revert back to old habits, over-consuming, what it may be, indulging in the bad food. So if you can create a lifestyle that you're eating food that you enjoy and not having too many restrictions, won't you find that being more successful? Rather than going 6 weeks, that's it, big crash diet. For me, it's always been about a journey in my competition for attaining a diet, the food that I enjoy, that I know I can consume regular without any worries. It's when you start having the constant bombardment of every evening, the drinks of alcohol, or the abuse of chocolate cakes and things like that, the high sugar stuff, keep going about high sugar. It's just ridiculous really, because the body's got to deal with it. As we get older, and this is where the problem lies, our body metabolism slows down. When you're young, you can get away murdered literally with your food. But when we get older, our body metabolism is now doing catch-up all the time. So think about your food you're consuming. What I do, Monday to Friday, is just be sensible. I don't overindulge. I may have a couple of biscuits in the week, yeah, but that's about it. But weekends, I allow myself a freedom to eat what I want, within reason, not going mad, to indulge. You go for takeaway maybe, or go for a meal, or just having something different I had for a while. It could be a trifle or something like that. But I just do it at the weekends. During the week, I stay good. At weekends, I just moderate it. I just be sensible. Now for me, that's more sensible, that I can indulge what I want and just enjoy the food. But the main big factor we tend to find with most people is the amount of carbs they're consuming. If you're a bodybuilder contender, different story. But if you're not, then don't overindulge in carbs. Reduce the carbs. I mean, yes, they are your friends, but it could be your enemies. Too much of it. Think of the sugar. No, it boosts the insulin level. It goes sky high. And before you know it, you're in trouble. You're in that affair where you just cannot get out of it. And also, sugar, as we know, is an addiction. So reduce it and just be sensible by it. And also, look at your quality of your food. Taking in the processed food, eliminate that as much as possible. Healthy cooked food is going to be far better. And plus, the portion size. Now, most people say, oh, I'm eating a good amount, reasonable amount, that I guarantee your portion is probably over the top. So just look at your food portions. You don't have to eat 5 meals a day. Now, if it's 2 or 3 times a day, great. You go what you enjoy. If it's your lifestyle, make it work for you. Now, if you're doing competition, it's a different element, different ball game. You've got to tweak it differently, and you've got to be sensible what you're doing. But you're not doing competition, you'll have a life you enjoy with your family and friends, then yeah, look at the alcohol, which will be one of the factors. Look at the amount of carbs you're having, how much you're having, what sort of carbs you're having, the sugar, and that elevates our insulin level, things like that. So you may need to reduce that. Look at the sort of the options you have. Fats, low fat diet, not really. I believe in good fats. Like coconut oil is one of my favourites. I have that regular as possible. And look at the, get away from vegetable oil, things like that. It's all about the elements, knowing what elements you need to have. We don't even go mad. But the main factor for me is always going to be my protein. I always have protein in my meals all the time. And every meal contains protein. For me, it's more protein factor is my number one. Then I juggle around between the fats and carbs. And it'll be one or the other. And that's how I enjoy my lifestyle, and that's it. Weekends, yes, I will have a bottle of beer, or Guinness, or a couple glasses of wine, or maybe a whiskey. Well, I tend to have whiskey actually, but that's it. But I don't overindulge, and that, for me, is worked for the last 30 odd years. For you, it may be slightly different, but it's looking at your habits, creating better habits that you can maintain that discipline of your meals and what you're doing. If you want help, want guidance, or want any guide with your nutrition, DM me. Otherwise, have a great evening and a great weekend. Take care.